All right. Yes, good, cool.
All right, it's the 12th of December.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
We couldn't be more excited about it.
We are, actually.
Yeah, we're kind of excited. It's Monday.
It's Monday, which is a bad thing, but it's that one day closer to Christmas Day.
And Monday means we get to take a peek at 2012.
By way of some of our incredible editorial cast, two of which will be appearing before your very eyes in about 5 seconds. But we'd like to state, it won't be us. Sorry.
Not this time.
So it's finally our time to mention some of the games that we are looking the most forward to next year. And this being Christmas and all, I think you should start out.
All right. Well, speaking of Christmas, I think my first game is the new SSX, which is a snow game. That's Christmas game. No, but I mean the SSX series on the old PlayStation 2 games really didn't do anything for me. I never spent that much time with them, but I've tried the new one, and I'm so excited for it. It reminds me in a way of the old Tony Hawk games, in that way that you're basically just score chasing, trying to pull off insane stuff. In a completely unrealistic way. They do kickflips, for the love of God, on snowboards. You can't do that. But it has that sort of just like kind of pure gameplay, no bullshit, no storyline trying to be cramped down your throat. Just you and the track and trying to pull off crazy stuff. And I'm also really digging what they're doing with multiplayer. That sort of taking that auto log approach from Need for Speed and then expanding on that and doing these like real-time events against other players' ghosts. I really like that idea that you get to compete against players, but they can't fuck you over. Pardon my French. So SSX, I think, is going to be really good.
Well, my first game is also a really big heavy hitter, I would say, Mass Effect 3, which should launch in the start of next year. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it might very well be the game that I'm looking the most forward to next year, because it's Mass Effect and it's the conclusion of the trilogy, and I really hope that the newest episode and that the last episode can combine the best of the two first games, that being the story of the first game and the fighting system of the second game, and just deliver on an epic scale. And everything I've seen from it so far definitely looks like it will do just that.
Max Payne 3 is my second one. Love the old Max Payne games. Got to see the third one with my own eyes in London a couple months ago. Looks so ridiculously good.
It looks like Max Payne.
Well, yeah, that's one thing. First of all, it's a proper Max Payne game. Like, it's not like
open world.
Yeah, and it's nothing like we'll reuse an old popular name to reboot a franchise and then do something stupid. No, this is Max Payne with everything that makes Max Payne, plus a cover system.
Plus the production qualities of Rockstar.
Yeah, it just looks so insane, and the animations. Oh my God, the animations! I get shivers when I see that guy like drop his rifle and pull out guns midair and then just start shooting. It looks so good, and it's probably going to be really fun too. And the voice acting is just amazing. From what I've seen so far, at least,
again, Rockstar quality.
Yeah, and it also feels like a bit like I think they've upped the quality of the writing a little bit, because the first two Max Payne games, especially the second one, as I was playing those, I kind of couldn't tell whether they were being serious or not, whether all that wooiness was a joke. They've kind of toned that down a little bit with Max Payne 3, so it feels like they're just playing it straight, and I like that. And it looks so good.
Well, my second game is BioShock Infinite. And I must admit that from what I've seen of the game so far, I really haven't been as completely mind-blown as most people seem to have. I think it looks really good. But my main reason for really looking forward to it is actually twofold. It's Irrational Games, of course, but also that I loved the first game. It was just, it's one of the best gameplay experiences I've ever had, and I love the ending. I love the twist in the ending. I love pretty much everything about it. And even though I don't find the new setting as intriguing as Rapture in the first game, I am more than convinced that they will pull off just a completely magical gameplay experience and a story that will keep me captivated from start to end.
Oh, so it looks like I'm not sure because I haven't seen it live action or tried a demo or anything, but from what they've shown, it looks like they're going with a sort of more open approach to the game world,
Maybe.
which should be really interesting. if
Yeah,
that's what
and
they're
just the whole thing about you having to protect the girl
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the new Big Daddy sort of.
doing. Yeah.
And of course the unique setting and everything. I mean, it looks really, really good, but I am probably just waiting to get my grabs on it.
My third and final game is the upcoming StarCraft 2 expansion, Heart of the Swarm. StarCraft 2 is like rapidly approaching, for me personally, I'm getting very close to thinking of it as the greatest game of all time, or at least my favorite
Really?
game of all time. I'm so madly in love with StarCraft 2. To the point where I'll happily pay money to watch other people play it. And I'm really, expansion, there's a new campaign, that's fine. But what I'm really the most interested in is the new multiplayer stuff, the new units, all that. Looks like Zerg will get some absolutely insane upgrades. This is getting, I'm preaching to the choir here, but Banelings being able to dig underground, that's crazy. And it looks like Protoss is getting some really, really boring new stuff, and that saddens me because I'm a Protoss player. But here's hoping that they'll work that out.
And I
make it
was
fun,
kidding before
actually.
when I simulated sleeping, because I'm actually quite excited by it as well, because it will bring with it StarCraft Dota.
Oh, is that? Oh, yeah, that's true.
I think that will be part of the new game
Blizzard
as well.
All Stars, or what's it called?
Love me some Dota. So, but my last game or games is actually a triple header, because I am just...
That's cheating.
I know, but I don't care. I'm really into to just looting and dungeon crawling and everything. So Diablo 3, Torchlight 2, and Borderlands 2, all launching next year. I mean, how can I possibly find the hours in the day to play these games? I mean, I don't know, but I will manage somehow, and I can't wait. I was am part of the Diablo 3 beta, and I mean, it so far hasn't been as good as I was hoping it would be. But then again, it's locked at level 10.
Yeah,
so
it's like you.
It's like you just get
It's an appetizer.
yeah, you get
not the
small
main
crumbs,
course.
and it just like sort of leaves you cold. Torchlight 2, of course, just looks to be pretty much Diablo 2 for the new generation, which is fine by me. Multiplayer, of course. And Borderlands, I mean, Borderlands probably is one of the games that I have spent the most hours on without me really knowing it. Just being told so by my Steam account. And it's one of the games that I have restarted just countless times because I want to introduce it to a new friend, and I get stuck on my soldier, and just suddenly I'm level 50 or so and have some amazing weapons, and kind of a pattern that repeats itself. But 3 games that I definitely look forward to next year.
So 5 games that you definitely look for. That's cheating. Anyway, that's it from us.
Well, whether you agree with those choices or disagree, obvious enough, you can always go on to the website forum and vent your spleen or other organs onto the page. But yeah, what can we do now? What's the thing that we always do at this point of the show that entertains our viewers to a certain extent that they keep replaying it over and over again?
And everyone in the room
And
is
just feels that magic tingling up their soul. It's competition time! And I've been warned by our production team I'm not allowed to sing anymore because they've fractured their eardrums. If you can
Apparently-
indeed fracture your eardrum.
apparently they have to sit and edit each show for like 10 hours, and they kind of tend to
Get a bit fractious.
Yeah.
A little bit angry. Yeah, I have bruises you can't see. They got really, really angry. But anyway, trailer, watch.
This discovery, Adam, it's big. They'll want to know how I found it.
want you to focus on finding the bastards who attacked us. I'm trusting you with this one.
I'm gonna find them, one way or another.
David speaks very highly of you. He says that when it comes to detective work, you are like a dog with a bone.
Why is FEMA sending you after Seraph Industries?
You got worse enemies than fever.
Who are they?
These men, they control global interests at a whim.
You are a fool.
You cannot stop them. Megan was on the brink of something historic.
I love you.
This ends now. You do know more than you've told me.
Some people will be left behind. It's evolution.
You've got to help me.
No one will be left to tell the world what happened.
It's one of those games that I think's quite phenomenal in 2011, but people sort of forget about it, unfortunately, because after the deluge of the winter releases, the SSX Human Revolution, absolutely astonishing game. Question is, what device does Adam use to break through the wall in the trailer?
That's it. And if you got the answer, you may want to cheat and rewatch the part, but with the trailer. That's a clue that I gave away there, if you didn't see it. But if you got it first time around, just make sure you send your answer to xmas@gamereactor.eu. And as always, it's open to everyone. And make sure you get the correct answer in the subject header. And well, that's pretty much what you need to know.
Yeah, and yeah, yes, I think you have done that. You've done everything we need to know at this point in time. So it just leaves us to wave goodbye.
Yeah.
And say what you can win will be showing now.